Okay, moving on from fills, we're going to do embellishments now. What is the difference? So the fill is sort of what you do leading into the bar, but embellishments you can put on top of the chord. So if I take my progression again, right, it sounds fine, but if I want to embellish that, I would maybe instead add the octave. So if I go up, if I go from the first note in our scale to all the way up to the last note, that's an octave. And if you want to rock back, so that if I add those, and if I go, and this octave pattern applies to anywhere on the fretboard it applies. You just need to make sure it's 2 frets up, so, and then 2 strings up. You'll find the octave of every note, and if you can't go up, you can go down. So you can go from here, go 2 strings down, and then 2 frets down. You'll get your octave. Now we're going to add octave embellishments to our groove. Great. Another embellishment is the 5th. So if you go, instead of 2 strings up, if you go 1 string up, but 2 frets up as well, like the same. So instead of going, if you just move this pinky guy and do the exact same thing with your pinky or your ring, whichever's comfortable. I'm not doing any crazy fingering, I'm just doing the same pattern over and over again. Wow, and you can trick people to think you're way better than you actually are with that little pattern trick. The final thing you could add is the third. Now the thirds are a bit tricky because depending on whether your chord is a major or a minor chord is going to depend on which note you're going to play. Now, if you're bored of theory, you can skip this bit, but chords 2, 3, 6, and 7 are minor chords. So what that means is so the third is going to be 2 frets back this time and 1 string up. So we're going to go, or an easier way to count it is count 2 more notes up from the scale. So if you're on 1, you can count 2, 3. So that's your third. So third there. So from the second we're going to count up 2, 3 to 4. 4's here. But you can see the gapping is different. So from the 2 and the third looks like that. And the 1, the third looks like that. It's 1 semitone difference. So if I go 5 is also a major. So any chord that's not a 6, 7, 2, or 3 is a major, which means you're going to play like this, not like this. See the difference? This top guy goes up one string and back one fret if it's a major, and up one string and back 2 frets if it's a minor. And that'll keep everything in the key you're supposed to do it. But if you don't care about keys, that's fine. Just experiment around what feels cool. And if you can't be bothered learning theory, this is just random notes. So that was a bit of embellishment action for you. Have some fun. Another thing I want to mention with embellishments that I forgot is the hammer-on and the pull-off. So the hammer-on is when you play a note with your right hand, if you want to play another note with your left hand, you're going to come and put your finger on the string, just a few frets above it, doesn't matter how many, but you're going to go, instead of going, you're going to do one finger on the right hand, and that is going to allow you to play some fast notes faster than your right hand is able to go. Now it's the same thing for the pull-off, except it's the other way around. So you're going to start on the higher guy, and instead of taking the right hand off, so all those guys, I'm just doing one pluck with the right hand instead of, again, allows me to go faster than I can with the right hand, and then you can apply your theory to that as well if you want.